So it's Wednesday, July 29th, 2026, and I'm up here on a trail. I'm not in one of the canyons like I've usually been hiking, either in the Cottonwood Canyons or this is a trail that just comes up from right down behind the U. You can tell by this scrub oak that I'm in here. I'm not going to get up into the, anywhere near 10,000 feet. This is going to stay pretty close. It's a shorter trail. It's called the Living Room Trail. On account of it goes up to a place called, the living room. And hopefully you'll be able to see why it's called that when I get up there. We'll see. Ordinarily I kind of get into the hike a little bit and I find a little bit of a flat spot in the trail in order to narrate the first bit of video. But on this trail, they don't be no flat spots around. This has been uphill right from the get-go, and I can't. So the trail comes up from down there and goes up that way, and I have not come to a place yet where I could walk and talk at the same time. So I got to this little place off the trail. I'm just gonna tell you this right now, that what I'm doing and where I'm going. I think just not even a mile into the trail, and I've gained 700 feet in elevation, I think. So shorter than most of the ones I do. I think round trip, this is only, oh yeah, I'm definitely less than a mile in, because round trip it's only 2.3 miles, but gains a lot of elevation. So we'll see what it looks like when I get a little farther into it. Okay, just over a mile in. This is the final push. So that's where I came from, and this is the final push up that way to the living room, and we'll see what it looks like when I get there. Okay, and so this then is the living room, and part of the hiking culture here is you come up here and you take these slabs of rock and you stack them up into like chairs or couches, and you sit and you look at this, which is your big screen TV. You look out over the valley. Let's see if I can point out a few things. So this is part of the U. Actually, the university really, golly, it spans all the way over here. It's a big campus. Let's see. There's the football field over there, I think. Go Utes. And downtown Salt Lake over there. Great Salt Lake out that way, and those are the Ochre Mountains over there across the valley. And let's see, our house is, I think our house is right there. See it? So this is it. This is the living room. I'm going to eat breakfast in the living room this morning. I brought a raspberry fritter. Woo-hoo! Well, actually, I had a couple of pieces of cold pizza too before I left the house, so maybe this is just my breakfast dessert. So if this was 18,000 years ago, I'd be standing pretty much on the shore, maybe a little bit above the shore of Lake Bonneville, which was an inland sea that filled up this whole valley here, all the way over to the Ochre Mountains over there, and even that way over into Nevada, and even north up into Idaho, up into southern Idaho. And at that time, during the Ice Age, these canyons over here, so I think Little Cottonwood Canyon and Big Cottonwood Canyon are over in here somewhere. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle. But apparently they have geological evidence that shows that Little Cottonwood Canyon was a solid glacier that extended out into Lake Bonneville out here. And Lake Bonneville just kept filling up and filling up and filling up until the northern wall, so to speak, of this basin up in Idaho, Red Rock Pass, I think it's called, is bedrock only up so far, and then it's a bunch of like just loose rocks and stuff that have fallen down from the mountain. And as Lake Bonneville filled up, it finally just cut through all the loose rock at the top up there in the north, and all that water, they say, as they look at the geological evidence up there in Idaho, the theory is that all this water drained up into this Snake River. I say up, obviously it's downhill, but it's going north, drained into the Snake River basin, and then into Columbia River and out to the Pacific Ocean. And it's interesting that 18,000 years ago, because of the geography, because of the shape of this basin or valley, it all filled up with water. Today, it just fills up with cruddy air. It fills up with car exhaust and industrial pollution, and so that's why we get so many days that look where the air looks like this, which is really a shame, because this is really a beautiful area, and it's pretty windy even in spite of the wind today. Of course, I'm up higher, so yeah, it's kind of windy up there. It takes a pretty good wind to clear out the valley every now and then and give us another dose of clean air. Okay, on the way back down, pretty rocky part of the trail. So it's only like 1.2 miles up there to the overlook, and I gained just under 1,000 feet in elevation, 980. So by comparison, so the hike I did just last week over there in Big Cottonwood Canyon up to Lake Catherine Pass, I think that was a longer hike, but it was like a 13 to 14% average slope, and this one is more like 19 to 20% average slope, so shorter but steeper. And so we'll see what my knees have to say about that when I get down. This is it's going to be interesting. So basically, back down at the bottom, you can maybe hear some of the construction going on down here on the campus. I'm not sure, or actually, I think that might be part of Red Butte Gardens. Yeah, I think it is. I think. But it's such a short hike. I thought, well, here, this trail that I'm on is it's called Skyline Trail. I'm not sure where it goes in either direction, but I thought, well, as long as I'm here, as long as I got my shoes on, I might as well just see where it goes. So I'm on a little bit of an adventure here to see what I can find. Led me over here to the mouth of Emigration Canyon. That obelisk down there, I think, this is the place monument where Brigham Young looked out over that valley and and said, yeah, that's what I saw in my dream, as he was laying in the back of a wagon. Rocky Mountain spotted fever or something like that, I don't know. And it says, it meaning these various apps, that my parked car is apparently right underneath me somewhere, and I don't think I can go down the trail I came up, because it was pretty steep and a lot of loose gravel. So I'm going to work my way over here and just see if I can find my way back. There's a lot of, you know, not necessarily maintained trails up here, but trails nonetheless. Some of them might be game trails, I don't know. But I'm going to see if I can find a way to get back to the car, which I think is down there somewhere. Give it a try. So I said I was going to try to find a different way down than I went up, because it was pretty steep. Well, you can kind of see behind me a little bit how steep this hill is. And so I looked on the all trails, and yeah, there's some trails over there. They're maybe not maintained, but they're trails. And turns out they were even steeper. So I've come back here to the way I came up, and I got to get back down there one way or another. Let's hope it's a good way. Made it. Nothing to worry about. Piece of cake. You know, we say at our house, I'm tough, I can handle it. Safely back down on Skyline Trail. I'll walk over to the car and see how far I went today. So just under 3.2 miles, 1280 elevation gain. And I don't know if that includes that last little part or not. I don't know how that works in there. 1280 I think is the elevation gain just if you stay on the trail. So this is, you might hear some construction in the background. This is kind of amazing. As popular as this hike is, you'd never know that this is the trailhead. I mean, it's just a road, and there it is. You kind of missed it if you were driving by. It's just this right here, and there's not even a sign. The sign, okay, you can't even read that sign. It's all painted over and stuff. But a nice hike. It was good. I liked it. Short and sweet.